Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 29 of my Harvestella Let's Play series. This is a series where I take a look at Square Enix's attempt at a farming sim, which is still very heavily a JRPG, but it's good because we like both of those genres around here. So, without further ado, let's get started into the game. I'm excited because we got a bunch of money and it's raining, so hopefully we'll be able to afford. So that one's always off from the rest of them, and I don't know why.
Looks like some of the crops are ready for harvest.
Nice. I'm very much hoping that we'll be able to buy some more stuff today. That would be fabulous. Okay, so we've dropped... We can only have 9 of the juices at a time, which is sad times, but it's fine. Let's see, where are the crops that are ready to be harvested? Oh, it's just the Princess Chestnut, that's it? Oh, unfortunate. Well, we'll go and buy a bunch more seeds, because we made 7,000. We'll sell the Princess Chestnut for now. I'll keep getting more, so I'm not too concerned about that. All our precious little beans are inside today because it's raining, so can't go and pet them or get some of their like additional stuff, but that's okay. So I'm thinking what I should do. Oh right, we have letters to read as well. Oh, I filled these things back up. I shouldn't have done that. Let's move the fermenting barrel and stuff like that over here for now. Well, this was going to be if I bought another tree, but I think for now I'm not going to buy any trees until I have money again, so I might move that stuff over here. And I can move all these guys at least. Okay. No, we're not putting anything in yet. Let's swap to this. Come on. I need my fermenting barrel. Thank you. Let's grab this guy.
Take this.
This guy.
Take this.
I think we have a bunch of extra feed right now, so I'm just gonna hold on to these until we decide what the heck we're doing. Yeah, they can just go in here, I guess. Some milk. We have a mayonnaise maker. I'm probably gonna set that up. We have so much feed in there. That is good. Okay, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. So, we're gonna start by at least setting up this one for now. We should set up a mayonnaise maker as well. Did I have a second level mayonnaise maker? Or just the one level mayonnaise maker? Mayonnaise maker. Oh, just the one. Okay. We can make cheese. That's the flour mill times 2, like level 2, which is way better. Let's make... Oh, that's how we make our spices with that stuff. Okay. Fermenting barrel, jam maker. We'll need the dessert nectar maker eventually, but for now, we'll just set up a mayonnaise maker and a spice maker. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to grab the spice maker. I meant the cheese maker. Cheese maker is what I want, not the spice maker. Okay. Let's go grab that again. I wonder if we can make an upgraded version of those guys.
Welcome back.
No, not yet. Okay, no. Sprinklers! We do need
See you later.
sprinklers. I mean, not today because it's raining, but still. Okay, let's grab some milk and eggs. Yeah, because we have so many eggs, we might as well start putting these things away. And once we get more of our precious beans, too. Okay, I don't... Wait. Looks like they took quite a few at a time. Unfortunately, I don't have many berries left, but that's okay. We got some food, we got some of that stuff. We do have a little coconut. Oh, right, but that's a waterside crop. Let's go and check to see what's happening in our waterside biome. And we'll check the cave biome and... Look at them! Look at them! Okay, honey flowers aren't ready yet, but...
Probably use something.
The nectar cane is ready! So exciting! Ah, yeah! And there's a little box right here, which I love, and we're just gonna put all that away, right? Make sugar when processed. Ah. Okay, we'll put you there. Wonderful. Now, I doubt that anything in the cave biome has grown yet, but we can take a quick look at them. They have little sprouties, and that's cute. What about copper ore? Okay, let's go back to the farm. So now we gotta go and buy more seeds, because we got all this extra space and nothing to do with it. I will probably set up more of the, I think I gotta flatten the ground, though.
Take this.
Okay, and we'll just put them all right here. I just want them all facing forward. Darn it!
Take
It's
this.
fine, it's fine. Okay, E. Install. E. Install. Okay. So we can keep making good stuff for our little crappies. Because I at least want to have this front row available for the sprinklers, right? Ooh. Yeah, because we're going to get some sprinklers going up in here eventually. So, let's go drop off the copper that we got. And go buy some seeds. I think we need more lump potatoes and new onions. Let me
Welcome
just
back.
check. Lump potatoes. Yes, we need more of you. And more yun onions. Okay, yeah. So we can just... Yay! We harvested the nectar cane. Oh, a cheesemaker level 2 recipe. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Okay. Fortify your weapon 15 times. Fix 20 ladders. Destroy 10 areas with bombs. Okay. These ones, I feel like we're not going to be able to do a lot of stuff with this for a while. Yeah, not till I have more money anyways. And these ones we're working on. Okay. So lump
Take care out
potatoes
there.
and yun onions. Even though I'd prefer to get more of the ones that will just like stick around for a while,
Bye bye.
we need to make some money quick. Oh, I didn't mean to hit this place. General store. I think I can buy both from here. Yeah, I can. Okay. So. Okay, I got 30 of those. And 30 of those. Which means I basically have no money left. I do need some more grass seeds. I do want to get more curry herb seeds, though. Okay. And since we have a tiny bit of money left, that's a reharvesting crop, which I like. Okay. Yeah, let's get you. Okay. That should allow me to fill up my farm pretty nicely. I'll have to take stock of all the trees that I have so I know which ones I gotta get in the future. So, we're gonna start by putting in one of these ones. And we're gonna put it, like, around here-ish. Or, I know that this back row isn't gonna be a problem, so let's swap to you.
Bam!
I should have fixed that, but that's fine. No worries. Okay. It's pretty good wing exercise, as she says. Now we're kind of going to leave this back row mostly untouched for a little while, because I want to make sure we get... Yeah, we can put like all of our makers back there for now. Oh, I didn't realize I had the level 2. Man, I should have held that for longer. Oh well. Okay, so we put that one's there. Let's take potatoes first. Wait, which one grows faster? 3 days? 3 days. It doesn't matter. Okay. Potatoes. Potato, 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 potato. Princess Chestnut is so in the way, but I'm not going to get rid of it until the winter time. In the winter, I'm going to get rid of it. Oh shoot, I apparently did not need to get that many crops, but I did. I mean, we'll put the... 1, 2, 3... Okay, I messed up a little bit, but it's fine, it's fine. And now we got tons of seeds. I'm not going to bother planting anything right along here. We'll grab that stuff. Let's go plant the curry ones. Okay, so we know at least we don't need to buy any seeds for the main farm. Well, I guess we will need to soon. Curry herbs, curry herbs, curry herbs. Okay. I would like to get more nectar cane and stuff like that too. Okay. So, farm is all nice and set up. We got lots of space. We got lots of seeds. We're good to go there. So, from here, I think what we're going to go do is some quests. So, let's see. Castle Lewis Times. Greetings, citizens. We have received reports of an alleged scandal within the Seaside Order, who are headquartered in the holy capital of Argene. An associate of the Seaside Order informed us that the Patriarch has temporarily left his office. We anticipate disorder to ensue in the holy capital due to the Order's tremendous influence. However, please rest assured, citizens, we, the Lewis Kingdom Brigade, will act on behalf of the Order. Who even are you guys? We pledge to protect the citizens and their safety. While investigations are ongoing, please avoid the winter seaslight until permission is given. It poses no immediate threat to life unless close contact is made. Okay, Shreka, hi! I hope you're well. I'm sending this letter as I wish to express my gratitude for your assistance before. Without it, I'm sure your struggle would have been far greater. Oh, our struggle, okay. If you happen to find yourself in Argene, then I hope you will come to visit the temple. It would be nice to finally have the opportunity to speak freely. I look forward to seeing you. Yours sincerely, Shreka. And don't forget, Braca! You may be my client, and while I don't have a problem with you turning up at my hideout now and then, I don't want you turning up on my doorstep without a good reason. Got it? Only come to see me if you need me or have a request. If you do need to see me, make sure you talk to the innkeeper first. We clear? Yeah, I guess we're clear. Alright, we got some quests now, probably. Yeah. So, where are my quests, anyways? We have Shatola stuff. We have the bartender in Shatola. And 2 secrets. What ones do we need to work on first and foremost? Because I know these fall under different ones. So, we still have 1 more quest in Lethe. That's insane. Okay, we'll start with Lethe. And then let's just work in order. Yeah, we'll just work in order. Start with Lethe.
I hope you bring back souvenirs.
Cute. I would bring you a souvenir if I could. Alright, where's my 1 quest? There's nothing in here. Darn it. If there's no quest in here... I feel like I'm supposed to go talk to, what's her face, though? Dr. Lady. I feel like she wanted me to do something for her. Unless I already did it. Which I might have. But I can't remember if that's the case. Okay. Let's see.
You alright? You look like you're struggling. Don't overdo it, okay?
Make sure you respond to my letter. What was her letter? What was in her letter? Darn it. See, that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to remember. Oh, God. What was in her letter? Oh, yeah, I'm allowed to go up here. Did she want me to bring her something? That's probably what it is. I would appreciate if she'd just tell me, remind me what she wants. Especially because it's not listed as a quest. Let me just go raid my inventory. Alright. What do we got that's like a refreshing cool thing? We got cool leaves. We got pink aloe. Take 9 of you. We definitely don't need a wild leaf. That's a cooking ingredient, so it's probably not one. Oh, I actually have a low coconut. Cute. Okay, let me just take those. I don't remember what it was she wanted me to bring her, so we'll keep it at that. Pepper! Okay, and then we got natural fiber soft cotton sparkly powder. Glowing liquid. The sandstone, ice stone, lightning stone, philosopher's stone, pyro liquid. Moralized tears, polluted earth, fur. Oh. Well, I want to take that out. I didn't realize I still had some in there. Okay. Obviously none of these things. Oh, and that needs to be sold. Okay. Hopefully, one of these things is what she needs from me. I do have to sell this. Okay. Let's go back. And if not,
Bye-bye.
we'll go do Nemea quests. And I'll figure out which one I'm missing. If only there was a teleporty thing that was closer to Cress's house. That would be very nice.
How's farm life treating you?
Man. Oh, okay. Look at that little symbol there. I must have the right item in here now. Thank goodness. Let's go. Dr. Cress, how's my brother doing? For now, we'll have him take the medicine I prescribed and see how it goes from there. Contact me straight away if his condition changes. Alright. Thank you, Dr. Cress. No need to thank me. All I've done is prescribe him some medicine. But I'm just grateful I could get him looked at. It's been really painful for you, hasn't it? It has. Look, I can't promise I'll cure him. But I can promise that I will do everything in my power to help your brother. Thank you, Doctor. Is the item that we have what she needs? Oh, welcome. Oh, yes, welcome. Oh, Claire. Did you bring the materials I asked for? Which one was it? It doesn't even tell me what one it is. Oh my god. That's perfect. Thank you. Who was that? She's related to a new patient of mine. Said she's his younger sister. Is he very sick? The patient is presenting symptoms of the quiet. I made a house call the other day to perform a checkup and found the sickness had been progressing. It's just like what happened with my own mom and dad. They don't look different physically, but with every passing day they lose the strength to survive. We need to find that cure. You're right. My plan is to create a new medicinal compound using the materials you brought me. At any rate, I'm banking on this one to work. All I can do is try. Right. Beating this disease is what defines my life as a doctor. For the patient and his family, for my own parents too. I will find that cure. I'm here to help too. We have a long road ahead of us. I'm counting on you, Claire. Anyway. Can't afford to waste another second. If we've got that settled, then I'm going to get back to my research. I'll send you a letter if there's anything I need. Take care, Claire. Yay! Ooh, a large flame core and hermit's roots. Fancy. Okay. So we did that, which is good. Was that my last one that I had to do? It looked like a quest, but it's also a character quest, so that one might not have counted. I don't know. We'll go check our book. And we'll figure out what item it was. Nope, it didn't count. So there's another one hiding somewhere. What did she take? Looks like she took the red leaves. Oh. Oh my god. I can hit move all. Oh my god. What have I been doing this whole time? Oh my god. Someone who's played this game was definitely looking at me like I'm absolutely freaking insane. Oh my god. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Let's go to Nemea. I know I've got some questions
Take it easy.
there. Oh, we've also got a character story, so maybe let's do the character story first. Oh, Azil! What does Azil need? Thank you for always keeping an eye on everything, Azil. Oh, wrong button. Must be hungry. Help yourself to a sweet. I got some really yummy ones earlier. That's really kind of you. Are you sure? I'm starving. Hey, Azil, when are you off next? I'm itching to go fishing again soon. I've been catching like crazy while you've been gone. Is that so? We'll need to have a little competition on my next day off.
Excuse me, Mr. Azil. Isn't Tiala with you today? I haven't seen her at all lately. I hope she's okay.
Wow, harsh. Oh, well, I guess word has reached the little one, eh? Tiala went back to her hometown. Isn't that right, Azil?
What, really? We didn't get to say bye-bye.
Sorry about that. It all happened kind of suddenly. But that doesn't mean she's gone for good, eh? She'll be back to visit.
You sure? Okay. Next time I see her, I'll say bye-bye properly.
Good idea. Wow, the lies we tell to children. Oh, Claire, I didn't see you there. What are you up to today? I came to see how you were doing. I guess. Oh, well, I appreciate it. I'm full of energy as always. Why don't we catch up back at my house? I'm pretty much done with my rounds, so I've got some time to burn. Great. In that case... Oh no! I got attacked by Aeon. I'll catch everyone again later. Excuse me. If anything comes up, then don't hesitate to contact the Argus Brigade. A member will come running. So, are you ready? To go into your house? Yes. How's everyone doing? Everyone's doing really well. They always come out for a chat when I'm finishing up my patrol. Still, it's nice that everyone always comes out for a lively chat at the end of the day. Tiela would always scold me for how long I spent outside. Speaking of which, I guess you heard that conversation earlier about Tiela. Part about her going home. Yeah, that part. I decided that was best for the people in town to hear. Telling them the truth would only lead to confusion. I don't think Tiela would want anyone to be hurt by the truth either. They'll find out. Isn't that a lot of pressure on you? I appreciate the concern. I don't even know how I would go about telling them the truth. Honestly, I don't think I've come to terms with it myself. I can't stop thinking about it. Like, was there anything I could have done differently? But I promised her. I promised I'd protect this world she loves so much. Although, sometimes I wonder if I'll be able to keep it. We all have doubts like that some days. I guess so. The more I think about it, the more I realize my own limitations, the extent of my own reach. I can only protect a small corner of this world on my own. I think about that every time I'm reminded of that promise. I'm not strong enough as I am now. I need to find greater power if I'm to help more people. Like you do, Claire. Nobody can do anything alone. You say that, but I'm constantly surprised by what you can do. But I need to become stronger if I'm to keep my promise to Tiela. Oh, I'm sorry. We ended up falling on a really sad topic. Shame, since we don't often get a chance to catch up. You can talk to me anytime. I know. Anyway, thanks for today. I'll let you know if I need to pick your brain again. Sweet. Hey! Am I closest with Azil? Alright, he gets bonuses! Darn it. I should really be doing more of these things with Azil. I need to hunt him down. Wait for the next letter from Azil to arrive. Got it. It'll probably come pretty quickly, because I've kind of been neglecting his stuff. We got character stories. We got quests. There's a lot of quests. Maybe I wasn't looking at all the stuff in Lethe. I'm gonna go check Lethe one more time. And then we'll do some fishing. But, I mean, we've got a lot of quests to do in Nemea. As you can tell. I'm gonna do one more check.
Take care out there.
Bye bye.
Oh, no, we got bye-bye. I'm curious. So there's nothing there, but... Let me go to the Northern Village Square. Is there a quest here? No. I doubt we can go in here yet, because we've not been able to go. Yeah, the door's still shut. Okay. I guess not. Alright, well, we'll have to see when that last quest is going to appear. It's all good. Look at all them. Look at all these crappies.
Farm work is my #1 speciality.
Okay. Let's Princess Chestnut, Snowcap Mikan. We got Gripply Grapes, Numblemon. We had a lot of Numblemons, apparently. Want potatoes. Okay. Let's go and do some fishing. I this one still requires a level 2, doesn't it? Yeah, level 2 bomb. We don't have level 2 bombs yet. Aw, you can see it flying around. Cute. So just going and checking up on everything. The fairies are super cute. I know that Arya doesn't like them, but I don't see anything wrong with them. They're only helping us, so I like it. And I think they're pretty heckin' cute. So, probably gonna start saving up for more of the plants that we can plant in the waterside biome and in the cave biome, because those ones are expensive, and I want to max out everything we can do, especially because it's fall, and I don't know how much money we're going to be able to make in the wintertime. There are definitely some crops, but it didn't seem like there were a ton. And it looks like, I think they were saying that we can't access the 2 biomes, like the bonus biomes, in the wintertime. It's kind of why I want to focus on, instead of expanding my farm this month, focus instead on getting more space to have more Clef Owl and more Woolums, because they'll be able to provide steady income over the winter month. Also, I'm wondering, so it says to go meet Heen, so maybe that's what's going to progress us to the next phase of this game. I'm not quite sure. But, because I'm wondering what Heen would do that would let us get to the next phase. Because we've now investigated all the seas like, so I don't know what's to come next in the plot. We still have a lot to do, a lot to learn. All the stuff with the omens and everything, but yeah, I'm curious where that next part will take us. I think I just want to do like some side quests and stuff right now. First though, get kind of caught up on those things, because we haven't really been doing side quests. I've been trying to, you know, beat part 3C for a while, so that way we could get, well, not for a while. I think we were sitting on 3B for longer. But I wanted to get 3C done kind of in a hurry, so that way we could break the rocks. I think this is the last fish based on my stamina. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go drop off the fish. And we're gonna go have a new day. Mr. Fortified weapons. That can be sold, that can be sold. That can be sold too. Yeah, we're not gonna make much money today, which is a bit unfortunate, but
Welcome back.
thank you for welcoming me back. Welcoming me back. Words. Yeah, the chestnuts don't sell for much at all, do they? Ooh, look how little money we made. Ooh, that hurt. Okay. Nothing interesting there.
Take care out there.
Looks like it is a sunny day. Oh my god, there's so much stuff to harvest. Yeah, royal eggplants, let's go. Oh, I do want to. get
Looks
rid of-
like some of the crops are ready for harvest.
Wait, I need to remove that.
Take this.
Okay, because we're gotta go put the chaos cleaner somewhere else.
Let's give it our all today.
We're gonna put the chaos cleaner right here. Okay, perfect. Yay, wild eggplants.
Hello, little
Okay, we got
crappies.
some of that stuff there. Oh, the lump potatoes are ready.
Hello, little crappies.
Perfect.
I can probably use something here. Hello,
I
little
forgot but we had a bunch of wheat, so we weren't actually bringing in a lot of money with all those crops we had before.
Hello, little crabbies.
Okay, well, we got... Ooh, dress lettuce. Right. We kind of just thrown in whatever we possibly could before. Okay.
Farm work is my #1 speciality.
Alright, girly. Cheese and mayonnaise. We don't own any mayonnaise yet. We will sell the cheese. We'll sell you. We'll sell you. Oh, those are our first eggplants. We'll sell the dress lettuce. We'll put the eggplants away. All but 2. Oh, and then we do have potatoes to sell, which is good. And I do want to grab 2 more grass. Okay, put everything in here. Let's put the polluted earth in there. We don't need to use that quite yet. Alright, where are all of our seeds? We'll put the potatoes in first. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh wait, I need to wait till I'm out of the lock. Okay. Let's go and plant you onions everywhere. Oh.
Take this.
I didn't realize that.
Hiya.
Wow.
Take
We are
this.
learning a lot of things today.
Hiya.
I should have figured out what this meant when
Take that.
it does this weird position that I'm in, that I'm stuck in. Okay. And then we need to go and...
Bam.
We'll just get rid of this one real quick. Okay. And onion seeds. Perfect. I should have... And that will be 1 here. And I should have put this next sprinkler down. But I'll think about that next time.
Drink up, lovelies.
Okay, we're just gonna go straight across.
Drink up, lovelies.
Now, this does make it a lot easier. I like this a lot. Okay. And now we go this way.
Drink up, lovelies.
Which gets everything except those little ones along the top. Maybe I should just be putting all of those in a row along the back. Might make my planting and everything actually a lot smoother. Now that I'm thinking about it. Well, that I was able to plant a lot of stuff, which is good. And I'm able to sell a bunch of it. Not all of it, though. I might need to... no, we'll go buy more things, because... Oh! Time to take care of our babies. Oh, I didn't have any feed on me. That's okay. We'll get a lot of feed tomorrow. Hello, little ones. You guys are so cute. So cute. Alright. Oh, we should go drop off the milk and the egg. Okay, so milk. Oh, it needs more than that. Throw in 3. Throw in 3. goodness, that's a lot. Okay, here. I'm gonna have to actually go Google if it makes more sense to sell that stuff or not. Or just sell as is. Okay. Now that everything is nice and watered, yeah, this tree in the middle is just a problem. But we'll get rid of it next season. Hi, Totokaku.
I hope you bring back souvenirs.
Cute. Which things do I want? I think I want more of the... Where's the nectar cane? Because I'd love more of that. More of the waterside crops would be cool. Okay. They do not have it. Oh, they do. Okay. We got one nectar cane, one honey, and that's all we can afford. Wow, we are broke. Yeesh. Okay. I guess we will deal with it being that broke then.
Take care out there.
I'm honestly shook that we are that broke. Waterside biome. Okay, we will be putting... Where was I gonna plant the tree? I don't remember where, but it's probably that back corner, so we'll just continue doing our thing over here. Oh, no, but then it blocks the pretty waterfall. Okay. Doesn't really matter that much. We'll go here. Yeah, it looks like we are definitely still planting the nectar cane in the back. There you go. And we should go check on the cave crops as well. Grab this stuff real quick. Okay, that really wasn't worth it. Cave biome. Also want to quickly just sort what I got here. Oh, get rid of. Oh, the peppers are coming along. This is good. Okay, we get some decent orders from this at least. But it is a newer area that we opened up, so it makes a lot more sense. Okay, and with that, I guess we're gonna go work on some Nemea plotline, because I don't know where that last quest is. Or I can make a bunch of money and do fishing. Here, let's do a mix. Guys, we can do some
I hope you
fishing
bring back souvenirs.
in the Nemea area. Yeah, I don't want to go over today with the VOD, so we'll just work on quests for a little bit and see where that takes us. Ooh, there's one in here. Alright, let's open this door. Oh, that's the one that's upstairs. Okay, well, we might as well start at the top, work our way down. Hello, people. Thanks for coming, Claire. Hi, Claire. How's Jay's memory? Oh, it's the Jade plot. Okay, how's Jay's memory doing? Nope. Okay. Still hasn't improved. Miss Lilia has been doing all she can for me these last few days. She's been asking around Nemea, getting me to every doctor she can. But there's still no sign of my memory coming back. Sorry. It's not your fault, Jade. You don't need to apologize. You're really determined. Thanks, but nothing's working. At this point, I'm about to give up. Miss Lilia. How many times? You can just call me Lilia. Sorry, you'll have to forgive me. You've done so much for me. And as things are, I can hardly do anything to pay you back. Don't be silly. I'm doing this because I want to. I don't expect anything back. Why are you being so kind to me? I've been wondering, who am I to you? you sure you don't want to tell him? Yes, I'm sure. Sorry, Jade, but it's nothing special anyway. I just owe you one, that's all. I'm sure I'll understand once my memory comes back. I hope it comes back soon. Then I'll be able to thank you properly. Jade. Don't you have any other plans? Well, I have one last plan left, but it isn't going to be easy. I don't mind. I'll do anything to get my memory back. Please, let me be useful somehow. Argene. If there's one place that would jog his memory, it's Argene. Why Argene? The holy capital. I'll explain everything when we get there. Jade, do you think you can handle the trip? Yeah, I'll try anything to get my memory back. Alright. Maybe it's where he proposed or something. Thank you. Let's go now, then. Alright, we are not going to go to Argene quite yet. We are hanging out in Nemea today. We will get back to helping these people. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, is this the shell girl?
Oh, it's you. I was hoping I'd get to see you again.
You were?
Yep, I have a favor I wanted to ask. I want you to take me to Shatola.
Oh my god, this again? Why do you want to go there?
Do you remember my pendant and how it looked like that shell you gave me? Well, I tried to ask my parents about it, but they started acting really weird. Like they were hiding something from me.
But I think I know why. That pendant must be hiding some big, important secret.
So, please take me to Shatola.
I just know that I'll find out what the secret is if I go there. Why are you asking me? Probably because your parents said no.
Isn't it obvious? There's no way my parents will let me go if I told them.
It was obvious, but this game gives me terrible choices.
Does this mean you won't help me?
Oh, we'll help. Oh, shoot. Not without your parents' permission. How young is this cherry girl?
I see. Well, at least I'm not completely out of options.
If my parents won't let me go, and you won't help me either, then I'll just have to go on my own. I expected this would happen, so I already made preparations in advance. Oh, goodness, girl. I guess I'll see you when I get back. Oh, girly.
If you're worried about me at all, then come find me in Shatola.
Goodness, girly. Okay. What are you doing? Memories. Stored interesting. Claire went to Shatola on her own. Catch up to her. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, we'll go to one of the quests that are ongoing. It just needs it. This place kinda gets a little confusing. Okay, I know where I'm going now. And there's a story mission I can do, but I don't really want to do a character story yet. I want to do this one. Oh, this is the one where I have to be here at night. Oh, I keep forgetting about this one. Okay, then what we'll do is we're gonna fish until it gets late. And then we will go and activate that quest. Because otherwise I'm just gonna forget about it and I'm just gonna keep doing this every time I come back here. So, there's a nice fishing spot right here. It's a very beautiful spot to fish. Like, look how stunning this is. We get to enjoy it. And then when it gets late now, we'll be good to go. And this way we make a little money too. I can't remember what fish happen in Nemea. We might get some new ones now. Ooh, cherry salmon. Fancy. Yeah, because I might as well go and get more fishies. Especially because there's the higher quality ones now. And I brought some food so I can eat more too. Yeah, this place is unbelievably beautiful. Though I think IRL, like, I would die here because of all the constantly falling petals and everything. Like, stunning to look at. Terrible if you have allergies. Because I am allergic to pollen. Tree pollen is one of them. Now, some trees I'm more allergic to than others. Like, for me, I guess birch trees are, like, the actual going to kill me trees. They don't actually kill me, but, like, I don't know if you guys have ever had one of those allergen tests where they poke at the skin on your arm, right? And then just like little pokes, and then they put like concentrated allergen of like certain things, so like cats, dogs, dust, mold, trees, grass, pollen, like anything you can think of. And then they let you sit there for like 20 minutes and you're not allowed to touch it. And then after the 20 minutes, they come and take a peek at your arm. And basically, there's always a control, right? So in science, like control is like the one that's basically that you're going to measure everything else against. So you basically look at the size of the little lump of the control, because it's just like a little bump because the skin is just a little bit irritated, and you compare that with all the rest of them to see how allergic you are, right? So like I wasn't allergic to any of the molds, which was pretty cool, but like the control was like super duper tiny, and then the birch one was like massive. Like if it's so hard to tell because fingies, but like it's just like it was the tiniest little circle for the control, and then like this huge thing for the birch trees. Like it was actually quite shocking. So yeah, they apparently make me very sick. So I don't know how allergic I would be to these trees. I know one of my friends got to be like around some cherry blossom trees when they were blooming, which is beautiful, and everybody says you should go check it out. But apparently their allergies were quite upset with them. Also, I'm going to eat that berry in a second here. Okay. And then that's enough energy that we can do another fishing. I do like that stamina like replenishes as long as your stomach is full. I think that's a cool mechanic. If I made more food and stuff, it would be good. But I'm not in as much of a panic for stamina as I was when I first started the game and didn't understand how everything worked, so... Ooh, a marigold fish. A fish with cute fins that look like petals. It's a real treat to unwind after work by watching their graceful dance in the water. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Alright, it is time now for us to return. And go have that cutscene. Where is it? Oh, it's this way. Goodness. Okay. Okay. Hide here and wait for Leo. There he is. I don't even remember anything about the storyline, but it's okay. Good. No one's around. I'll be able to do my daily... Leo, is that you? What are you doing up so late? What's wrong? I can't sleep. Oh, is that it? Well, you won't fall asleep walking around here, will you? Come on, I'll take you back to bed. Try and get some sleep, okay? Okay. Did we get foiled? Phew, that was close. Right, then. Now, I think I can go to the Njord Step now. Oh my god, this child. I apparently have to go to Njord Step. So much for, I have to go there. Okay. We might as well go there right now. Okay, we'll go back to the entrance. Go to Njord Step. Let's find this child that is out and about at nighttime, because otherwise I'm definitely not coming back here. Alright, where is he? Oh. I'm sorry? You're not the child? You're someone else. Goodness. Who are you? What is up with her? Normally, she'd be back by now. Monsters look around. Here, you'd be better off heading home. Huh? Oh, thanks for the concern. But I'm not moving from the spot. Not until my little sister comes home, anyway. She's been working in Shatola for a few years now, but it's been so long since she last came home. I thought we'd be back together now that all those kidnappings that had Nemea riled up got resolved. She's the only little sister I've got, so I want to be the first person she sees when she comes home. You've been coming out here every day? Aww. Oh, I still go home every so often. I only spend as much time here as I can afford. But I'm worried. I can't remember how long it's been since she came home. She even sent a letter telling me she was coming back. Okay. I think something happened. If she said she was gonna come back, then that's a concern. Don't think the thought hasn't once crossed my mind. I'm desperate to go and find out for myself, but I can't simply just walk away from Nemea. Let me guess, he's gonna ask if I can know. Of course, why didn't I think of this sooner? You're a traveler, right? Of course you are. Look, I have a request. I need you to go to Shatola and find my sister. If you're able to find her and ask her why she hasn't come home yet, then that would be a bonus. I'd be happy to help. I wasn't expecting such a positive response. I'm seriously lucky to have met someone as kind as you.
Yay.
My sister's name is Missella. You might have some luck asking around the tavern in Shatola. You'll know her when you see her. She's got the beauty of an angel. Aw, he loves his little sister so much. I'm counting on you. Cute. Alright, but where is this child? Of course the child's in the middle. Alright. Child. These guys are way too weak for me.
Is everyone alright?
But that's okay, we don't care. Oh yeah, of course the child is here. The child communicating with the monsters. What are you doing, child? Oh, move! They're never usually monsters. Why today? Oh, you? I'll handle the monsters. I should have said hide somewhere safe, but whatever. I'm gonna beat him up real quick. Let me beat him up. Let me beat him up. Oh no, so dangerous.
Let's get this over with.
It's almost as if they expect this to be a hard fight. I guess I'm level 39, so I'm a little over leveled for this. That's why I'm starting with the Nemea quest, because yeah. Did you get hurt? No, I'm alright, thanks. I think I've seen you at the orphanage before. You're that traveler, aren't you? How come you just happened to be out here? Were you following me? I'll be honest, your teacher asked me to. My teacher? You explain everything to Leo. I see. They were worried about me. I did keep it a secret, though. I suppose I can't blame them. You're a child! And thanks to them, you were here to see me today. Why did you do something so dangerous? Well, I might as well just tell you. Come with me. The place I'm heading to is just a little bit further. Alright, child. Let's go. And yes, I just keep calling him child, but that's because he is a little child who's just run off here on his own. Hey, that's my treasure that I found. Oh, I know this grave. I was wondering about it. Aw, this must be like parents or something. We're here. This is what I left the orphanage for. Aw. Mom, Dad, sorry I'm late. I got caught up with a monster. Yeah, I'm fine. Thankfully, a kind traveler came to my rescue. Aw. Is this a grave? The little ones started fighting again today, so I had to go and break them up. They're always giving me a hassle, those cheeky monkeys. They're not naughty, they're just learning how to share toys. Anyway, I got them to make up in the end, so it's all good now. Yeah, this is my parents' grave. They're not actually buried here, though. I just call it their grave. There's nothing left of them to bury. They got eaten by a monster and their bodies dissolved inside his stomach. Oh man, no wonder this child grew up fast. Oh goodness. So I made this grave for them.
I thought if I didn't have a place to visit them, I'd make it myself. Why are you keeping it a secret, though? I can see why you'd ask that. I kind of play the role of older brother at the orphanage. The little ones look up to me and everyone respects me. So how could I tell anyone that in reality, I'm just so lonely? I miss my parents so much. I can't tell them that their big brother is sad and lonely. They can't know that I visit this grave every night. Leave it to the teachers. It's only natural to miss your parents. Yeah, thanks, but I'd rather you didn't try and cheer me up. It just makes me feel more embarrassed. Please don't say anything to the guys at the orphanage. Not even to the teacher who sent you out after me. Just make an excuse to get out of telling them. Aw, promise? Right then, I gotta get back to the orphanage. You'll notice I'm gone if I stay out for too long. Goodness, what a sad thing that is. Alright. For a kill. Now, it didn't tell me I had to be there at a certain time, so we'll just head back. We'll do our fishing. Let me put these guys away. Of course. Oh, we don't actually have any cherry salmons? Oh, shoot. So, this ended up being not a lot of money making. So, but, I mean, I guess we needed to go out there at some point anyways to get some of the unique fish out that way. And as I get more of the unique species, I'll be able to do more of the cooking, which will let me do more of that, the inn stuff. If you don't want to talk about the inns, all have like one person in it that wants like fish, food that's specific to their cuisine and region. So yeah, if I get more fish, I'll be able to make more different kinds of dishes and more just ingredients in general. So I gotta hoard everything. Gotta make sure I can get it. And that's why I try to buy the recipes when they come out and stuff like that. We'll just go till we run out of energy and then wrap this up. Reorganizing carps. Clearly I gotta go back to Nemea sometime and do some more fishing. And Shatola. I like going to Shatola. You guys know that though. I love the music there. And the vibes. But we'll be focusing on Nemea for a little while, I think, just to kind of work through that, do our quests, get our story progressed there, and hopefully make some money on the side, because we gotta get caught up on making some money so we can buy more crappies. The hello, little crappies. Almost out of stamina. I think we can maybe do one more fishing, maybe two after this one, and then we'll be good to go. I hope you guys are still enjoying the series, by the way. I really do love playing Harvestella, and I like getting to share with you guys. I definitely want to play more farming sims, and I'll definitely make them as part of the series, I think, because that way I can just kind of sit down and play them whenever, you know? Ah, this is going to be the last one, okay. And I get really into them, especially when I'm doing all my farming and trying to think of what plants I need and stuff like that. So I think that's going to be easier to do as a Let's Play. Because I noticed sometimes when I was playing Coral Island, I was so focused on what I was doing that I wasn't looking at chat, and I felt pretty guilty about that, so... We can luckily sell all of these guys. And we'll do a nice little save. Okay. We'll leave the game. So it looks like we are back to more of the farming component of the game for a little while. We'll do some of the side quests of a JRPG style, but first and foremost, for the next little few parts, I think we're going to be doing side quests and farming, clearing up some of that stuff before we continue on with the main story.
So thank you guys so much for coming by. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and I'll talk to you guys again very soon. See you next time, everybody.